motion. It has been properly moved and seconded that our chapter presents a parliamentary procedure demonstration to the school board.
I object to the consideration of the question.
An object has been called for. Shall we consider the question? All those in favor that we consider the question, please rise. Thank you, be seated. All those who oppose, please rise. Thank you, be seated. With more than 2/3 in the affirmative, we shall consider the question. Is there any discussion on the main motion?
Madam President,
Veronica.
this would be a great way for us to show our parliamentary procedure skills to our school board. I know personally that our school board has a lot of infractions with the parliamentary procedure demonstration that they run during their meetings, and they really don't know what they're doing. I feel we could better educate them on parliamentary procedure to show them how to properly run a meeting. So I would encourage a yes vote on this matter. I'm not in favor of this motion. I rise to a parliament point of order.
State your point.
Courtney spoke without recognition.
Point well taken. Courtney, would you like to try again?
Yes, Madam President. Courtney, I'm not in favor of this motion. I've seen the school board run their meetings, and I feel as they're doing just fine on efficiently running a meeting. I feel as they're adults and we're children, and we don't have any business teaching them how to properly run a meeting, and I really don't think we have the time to be demonstrating how to run parliamentary procedure to the school board. Therefore, I encourage you all to fail this motion.
Madam President,
Teresa.
I'm in favor of this motion. This is a really great idea. As previously stated before, there has been talk about that the school board doesn't know a lot of things about parliamentary procedure and that they could use a review on how to do it properly. And I feel like this would be a great motion to do and get our chapter and our school into our school and really show that our chapter is involved, and therefore urge you to vote in the affirmative.
Madam President, I'm all for this motion. This motion is a great idea. Our school board minutes go into the newspaper for the whole community to read. I don't think that it's very appropriate that our school board is making parliamentary infractions that the whole community is seeing. I think that by sharing our skills, they will be able to learn from us, and they will be able to fix their infractions and to make our community look better. So I urge you all to pass this motion.
Madam President, Jacob.
I'm not in favor of this motion. The school board, their meetings are okay. They're ran okay. The parliamentary procedure that they have it's okay. It's not like what we've done, but it's okay to be ran at that meeting. Doing this demonstration, it's just not going to be able. We're not going to be able to do it. We don't have the time to do it. So please keep going and fail this motion.
Madam President,
Courtney.
I move to postpone this motion indefinitely.
Second motion.
It has been properly moved and seconded to postpone this motion indefinitely. Is there any discussion on the postpone?
Madam President,
Courtney.
I'm in favor of this postpone because I feel that we need to kill the motion. I feel as if we properly demonstrated how to run parliamentary procedure to the school board, it would make them look bad. I don't want the school board to look bad and make our school and our community look bad to the rest of the people that are going to be seen that students have to teach the school board how to run their own meeting. Therefore, I encourage you all to fail this motion and pass this postpone.
Madam President,
Teresa.
I disagree with the maker of this postpone. I know that for sure if we demonstrate to the school board, this would make them look even better than they have previously before. And I see this as a great advantage of adopting the main motion, and therefore urge you to vote in the negative.
Madam President,
Veronica.
how would this look, members, if we would fail this motion and not want to help our school board? We are also a part of our school, and if we would not want to help our school board, I think it would reflect on our chapter and make our chapter look bad. I think that killing this motion is a terrible idea, so I encourage you to fail this postpone.
Madam President,
Kylie.
this postpone is a horrible idea. Why would we want to keep our parliamentary skills to ourselves? We are young leaders, and we might as well use our skills and help our community. We want our community to look better, and I think that if we kill this motion, it will reflect poorly on our chapter and our community. I want our community to look the best that it can, so I urge you all to fail this postpone.
Madam President,
Jacob.
I'm in favor of this postpone. It'll kill the motion, which we don't need to be talking about. I'm not in favor of it. It's just not in our area. We should not be doing it because we're younger. We shouldn't be telling the school board how to run their meetings. They're older. They can learn it themselves and they can do it themselves. So please keep on me and pass this postpone.
Madam President,
Courtney.
I'm in favor of this postpone because before the school board has not taken criticism very well. People have tried to help them with their meetings, and they got very offended, and they felt as if they were being treated badly because they don't know how to run a meeting. I don't want to make the school board feel bad, and I don't think we should be teaching the school board how to run this meeting because it's not our place. So I encourage you all to pass this postpone.
Madam President,
Kylie.
I move that we take a 10-minute recess for informal consultation.
Second motion. It has been properly moved and seconded to take a 10-minute recess for informal consultation. This motion is amendable. Are there any amendments? Amendments? Hearing none, will now proceed to vote. All those in favor that we take a 10-minute recess for informal consultation, please say aye.
Aye.
All those who oppose, please say no.
No.
Noes have it. Motion fails, and we will not take a 10-minute recess for informal consultation. Is there any other discussion on the postpone? Discussion.
Madam President,
Veronica.
I'm against this postpone. This postpone is a bad idea because we are experts on parliamentary procedure, and I feel our school board just needs a refresher. They've never been taught particularly how to properly demonstrate a meeting, and I feel we can demonstrate this to them and properly show them how to run a meeting. So I'm against this postpone because we need to do this motion. I encourage you all to fail this postpone.
Madam President,
Kylie.
members, this postpone is not a good idea. There has been many feuds in our community lately and in our school that the school board has had to deal with. We should teach them how to properly debate and how to properly run their meetings so that these feuds can be solved in our community and our school can be a whole again. I know that I want our community to be the best that it can, as I stated previously. I really don't think that this postpone is a good idea and we need to fail it.
Madam President,
Jacob.
I move that when we adjourn, we stand adjourned until 8 a.m. tomorrow morning in the egg room.
Second the motion. It has been properly moved and seconded that when we adjourn, we stand adjourned until 8 a.m. tomorrow morning in the egg room. This motion is amendable. Are there any amendments? Amendments. Hearing none, will not proceed to vote. All those in favor that when we adjourn, we stand adjourned until 8 a.m. tomorrow morning in the egg room, please say aye.
Aye.
All those who oppose, please say no.
No.
Noes have it. Motion fails, and when we adjourn, we will not stand adjourned until 8 a.m. tomorrow morning in the egg room. Is there any other discussion on the postpone?
I rise to a parliamentary inquiry.
State your inquiry.
What vote is needed to pass this postpone?
The postpone indefinitely requires majority vote for passage.
Madam President,
Teresa.
FFA members, we need to fail this postpone. As I've already been through our community, I've heard bad reputation about our school board, and we really need to refresh them on how to do a proper parliamentary procedure and by doing this demonstration. And I feel this could really benefit, as previously stated before, that we put our the minutes of the meeting into the newspaper, and I feel like we could do a better job in help preparing them. And therefore, urge the members to vote in the negative.
Is there,
Madam President,
Jacob.
I'm still in favor of this postpone, being that we do parliamentary procedure. It's more of an advanced level than our school board is going to be able to handle. The way we run our meetings is fast and efficient, and the way they do it is more informal. Even by teaching them, they're not going to be able to, because at the pace we go, they aren't going to be able to keep up and learn how to do it the way we do it. So please get behind me and pass this postpone.
Is there any other discussion on the postpone? Discussion. Hearing none, will not proceed to vote. All those in favor that we postpone this motion indefinitely, please say aye.
Aye.
All those who oppose, please say no.
No.
Noes have it. Motion fails, and we will not postpone this motion indefinitely. Is there any other discussion on the main motion?
Madam President.
Teresa.
I move to amend the main motion by adding an and in November.
Second motion.
It has been properly moved and seconded to amend the main motion by adding at the end in November. So if adopted, the new motion will state that our chapter presents a parliamentary procedure demonstration to the school board in November. Is there any discussion on the amendment?
Madam President,
Teresa.
FFA members, the reason I made this amendment is because the school board already had their meeting at the end of this month, and I think that if we do it in November, we can get it in before they do their next meeting, so that they can do parliamentary procedure properly, and therefore urge you to vote in the affirmative.
Madam President.
Courtney.
I'm not in favor of this amendment. I know the school board has a lot going on in November, and I feel as though they'll not have time to listen to our demonstration, even if we do decide to do it. I don't think the school board has time for this, and neither does our chapter, so I encourage you all to fail this amendment.
Madam President,
Kylie.
November is the perfect month for our chapter. We are in between our national contest and our winter CDEs practices. I know that our chapter does not do a lot of events or activities in the month of November, so we'd have a lot of time to prepare and demonstrate to the school board. This amendment is a great idea. I urge a yes vote on this amendment.
I rise to a personal question of privilege.
State your question.
May I use the restroom?
Seeing that we're in the middle of the meeting, privilege denied. Is there any other discussion?
Madam President,
Veronica.
like it was previously stated, they already had their meeting for October, and I feel that if we would do it in November, this would be a great way for us to show them how to properly demonstrate parliamentary procedure during their meeting. And what's better than sooner than later? I think we need to do this sooner than later because they will properly be able to run their meetings then, and it would make our community look better if they ran their meetings sooner than later. So I encourage you all to vote yes on this amendment.
Madam President,
Jacob.
I'm not in favor of this amendment. Having it in November is not a good time for us. Being that we have our fruit sale going on at that time, we're going to be busy going around and selling fruit. So we're going to have time to do this demonstration. And the school board's not going to want to take the time out of their month to do that because they're going to be busy during that month too. So please get behind me and fail this amendment.
Is there any other discussion on the amendment? Discussion. Hearing none, will now proceed to vote. All those in favor that we amend the main motion by adding in November at the end, please say aye.
Aye.
All those who oppose, please say no.
No.
Ayes have it. Motion passes, and we will amend the main motion. Is there any other discussion on the main motion? Discussion. Hearing none, we'll now proceed to vote. All those in favor of the main motion that states that our chapter presents a parliamentary procedure demonstration to the school board in November, please say aye.
Aye.
All those who oppose, please say no.
No.
Ayes have it, motion passes, and our chapter will present a parliamentary procedure demonstration to the school board in November. Is there any other new business?
Madam President,
Teresa.
I move to adjourn the meeting.
Second motion.
It has been properly moved and seconded to adjourn the meeting. All those in favor that we adjourn the meeting, please say aye.
Aye.
All those who oppose, please say no.
No.
Ayes have it, motion passes, and the meeting is adjourned. Members, please rise for questions.
Well, congratulations, North Dakota.
Thank
Your state, we're really happy you're here. Going to have a question for each of you, and only the individual asked will be permitted to answer.
Remember to have the motion recess? Yes, ma'am. Robert's Rules of Order, newly revised, lists 3 reasons for taking a recess. Please list those for us.
Could you repeat the question, please?
Sure. Robert's Rules of Order, newly revised, lists 3 reasons for taking a recess. Please name these 3 reasons.
The 3 reasons would be to discuss the motion informally, to just take a break in the meeting, and to count ballots.
Thank you.
Chair number 2, you had objected. When can a member object to the consideration of a question?
After it is restated by the chair, but before debate has begun.
All right. What motions does object to the consideration of a question yield?
None, sir.
Okay, thank you.
All right, the member whose motion was point of order,
Yes, sir.
what motions does a point of order take precedence over?
Whatever motions are on the floor at the time.
And what motions does a point of order yield to?
Can you repeat that?
What motions does a point of order yield to?
None.
Okay, thank you.
Postpone indefinitely.
Yes.
If a postpone indefinitely is pending when the main motion is laid on the table, what happens to the postpone indefinitely?
The postponement definitely is dissolved, and it is not taken up again.
One more. If a postpone indefinitely is pending when a main motion is referred to a committee, what happens to the postpone indefinitely?
It is forgotten, and it is not taken to the committee.
Anthony, list 3 subsidiary motions that can be amended.
Three subsidiary motions that can be amended is an amendment, refer to a committee, limit or extend limits of debate. Sir.
All right, and 2 privileged motions that could be amended.
The 2 privilege motions that can be amended is fix the time to which to adjourn and recess. Sir.
Thank you.
Madam Chair,
Yes, sir.
in the demonstration today, the team demonstrated a point of order. Who is responsible for replying to a point of order when raised?
The chair is responsible to report the points of order.
And if the chair is in doubt, with whom can the chair consult?
The chair can consult with 3 areas. They consult with the assembly, the parliamentarian, or an experienced member.
And if the chair cannot make a decision on the point of order, to whom can the chair refer the decision?
They can refer it to the assembly, and a vote will be taken.
Okay, thank you. That's all. We'll have a little brief round now for some questions about your demonstration for a little bit of clarification. I have one if I can ask. Sir, is it Jacob?
Yep.
Just have to ask, what were you thinking the assembly would take up if the assembly had adopted your motion to set up an adjourned meeting?
It would, can you repeat that, please?
I understand that you moved if the assembly, you moved fixed time to which to adjourn.
Yes, sir.
And I noted that it was till 8 o'clock in the morning, is that right? What did you think was going to be the business for 8 o'clock in the morning?
It would have been if we didn't have time to finish the motion, when the meeting would have adjourned, we would have taken it up at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Okay, thank you.
Just a real quick one here. where the debate should be directed.
The debate should be directed to the chairman.
Did everybody follow that regulation all the time?
I believe we did. We directed our comments through the chair. However, you are speaking to the assembly because they are going to be voting on the matter you are talking about.
Okay, thank you very much, congratulations.